All right, well, good evening. I wanted to I'm going to explain your final couple projects for you in here in Business 175. In addition to the weekly assignments, the discussion and the writing questions, you do have two final projects. So one of them is going to be a video pitch. You're going to post a video in the Canvas discussions, just a brief pitch of a business idea. The second one is going to be completing a business plan template. So I'm going to go ahead and review those for you so you know everything's posted, know what I'm looking for, et cetera, as we move here into the final couple weeks of this class. So are you ready? Here we go. All right, so first things first. So where are you going to find this stuff? So you're going to be getting shortly an announcement, if you haven't got it already, that's just telling you about the final assignments, and we'll give you a link to them. You can always just go to the modules in Canvas and then just scroll down to where it says final projects, right? Video pitch and business plan. And for each of those two things, I've got a page there where you can read the assignment, okay? Read the actual assignment. Also, then a place where you're going to post them, all right? And so again, you've got the business pitch and then you've got the business plan, all right? So here we go. So the first page, read, always is just a page where I list the instructions for you. And here's where you have the video business pitch. So what you'll be doing is you're going to record or upload, and I'll show you those tools in Canvas here in just a second. A brief, say 2-minute video to the Canvas discussion. Or if for some reason you can't get the technology to work, you can do it in text form. I prefer to see it as a video. I mean, that's part of the activity here. All you have to do is really answer the questions and you get full credit. But I want people to get kind of comfortable doing these sorts of things because this is kind of where we're headed with things if we're not there already. And I know some of you are probably laughing at me because your video editing and posting skills far exceed mine. So be patient with me. Anyway, so here's the questions that I want you to answer in the video pitch. The first thing is just, what is your product or service? Tell us what it is, and then tell us just a little bit about it. If you want to give us some background or anything like that, that's fine, but just describe your product or service. Number two, the second question is, who are your customers, right? Tell me, who are your customers? It might be very general. You might just say, it's people, but hopefully you've narrowed it down a little bit. You've got a specific product that fits kind of a specific group of customers. And maybe it's something where you can say, oh, my customers are mechanics at car dealerships. My customers are college students. My customers are people that live in the city of Orange. Something along those lines, because you probably have in mind who's going to buy this, all right? Which leads to the next question, which is, what's your value proposition? And what that really means is, why would customers purchase your product or service? In other words, why would I purchase your product or service instead of someone else's? Maybe you can explain to me that you're providing at a low cost, you have a higher level of service, or maybe this is something new and unique, right? But why would someone purchase it instead of something else, or at all? Sometimes there are products out there that are kind of new things and they seem like great ideas, but people just don't buy them for whatever reason. So what's your value proposition? How will you make money? And you can just state this in general terms. I don't need specifics, but it's kind of important to understand this. And it might be something as simple as saying, we're going to make money because we charge $100 each time we do this. We can do 4 of them a day, and we have a really low overhead because all we just do is drive around a minivan full of tools. Whatever, just give me some basic information there about how you think you're going to do this. All right. And then finally, what do you think is your biggest challenge in getting this business going? Whether it's starting it from scratch or growing it, right? What's your biggest challenge? And then what's the opportunity that you see? And that might tie back into a couple of the original questions that you answered. But that's your video pitch. So just as long as you answer all those questions in your video, once it's done and it's to your liking, go ahead and upload that to the discussion board on Canvas. And I'm going to show you how to do that here in just a moment. The second part of this are the replies, because I want your classmates to give you feedback. I think that can be really helpful moving forward, helping you with the business plan document, and then of course moving forward once we leave this class. So I want you to reply to at least 3 different proposals and provide feedback. And this is all I want you to do in your replies. Be nice. right? One thing is just say, what do you like? What do you like there? What do you like maybe about the video and the pitch that they gave, or the product or service that they're trying to sell? And then finally, do you have any suggestions, right, for the video? So 70 points for posting the video. So just answer all the questions. And then the second part, the replies, 10 point each, 3 replies required. So it gets you up to a maximum of 100. All right. And then so when it's time to do this itself, these are in a discussion board. All right. I've got the questions all listed there when you go to the discussion board. But when it comes time to actually post it, you'll click on the reply, and then you'll get the blank discussion board like you normally get. And up to this point, you've been answering everything mostly in text, and some of you have been, adding documents and a few other things, but most of the time in this class, everything's via text. And here there is a place for you to add video, all right? And so it's really simple. Right here, there's a little tool in the middle here. It's a little button. It looks like a record button. It actually says record or upload media. So the simplest way is probably just to go in and just hit record. All right, I've got it on audio right now, but you can set it up for video as well. I don't know why I was recording some audio for something earlier. That's why, but you can do that right there. All right. Just go ahead and post that right then and there. Let me see if I can get that to work this time. I probably have some setting on there. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, but I did record it elsewhere. So I have a video file over here. I recorded earlier, and you just simply add that video file there. It'll take a minute or two to upload. This one's really, really, really brief. And you can go ahead and place that right there. All right, now right now it just looks like this, but as soon as I click post reply, there we go, it shows up and you've got my video. Okay, this is my test video, and I'm going to upload this to Canvas just to show you how it works. All right, so that's your video. Again, if you run into any technical issues or anything, then just go ahead and post it as text. All right. All right, the second part of this is your business plan. And I've gone ahead and I've got this outline for you. So I'm going to show you the document as well in just a moment. Okay. So here's what you're going to address. There's a couple different areas here. The first part is who, what, and how. What do we do? How do we do it? And who do we serve? So that's kind of, again, talking about who are your customers, right? What's your product and that sort of thing. Why? And this is your value proposition. In other words, what's the customer problem and what's the solution that you're providing? All right. Maybe you've noticed something here and you found an opportunity. Explain that to me a little bit. Revenue, again, there's where I want you to talk about your finances a little bit. All right. Just go into that particular section, and it doesn't have to be real specific. Again, but give us an idea how you kind of plan to make money. Okay. Marketing, how do you plan to market yourself? Right? Are you going to put flyers on people's cars? Are you going to stand on the street corner spinning a sign? Are you going to start slowly and with word of mouth? Do you kind of already have these things in place? Just give me some indication of how you're planning to do your marketing. All right. Competition, who's your competition out there? Right? I mean, if your plan is to open up a food truck, who's your competition? It's obviously other food trucks, restaurants, etc. Metrics. And this is really, what are your success milestones? So what do you think are some things that'll show that you're successful? Maybe for some people, it'll just be the first milestone will just be, I have my online website up and running. Right? I've got that thing up and running and I can take orders now and I can do all that. Maybe that's a milestone. Maybe my first sale is a milestone. Maybe it's the first $10,000 in revenue that we pull in, but just list a couple of those things. Finally, the last part of the template is a SWOT analysis. If you've taken any marketing, you've probably heard that term before, but it really just means strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And so what I want you to do is, your business plan here, part of this is assess what are our strengths? What do we do well? Well, we're a low-cost provider. We have great customer service. What are some weaknesses? We're small. We don't cover a big geographic area. What are the opportunities? Well, nobody is serving this particular area with this product or service. And then threats. Threats are usually things like competition is usually the main one, but threats can also be things like technology. Technology often sometimes renders other businesses obsolete at times. Other threats could be things like regulatory issues. You know, we have a lot of regulations in the state of California to do with businesses. Maybe as we're noticing now, even though a lot of opportunities have come out of COVID, maybe there are some threats there as well. Okay. And so the document itself, if you go in here, complete and upload, let me go back and open this. The document itself, you can download, and it's just a Word document. There we go. And it's a fillable Word, Microsoft Word document, and you can just fill that in, save it with your name, probably business plan, something like that. And then when it's time for you to do the assignment, you just go ahead, complete that, and upload that to the assignment area. All right. So if you have any questions, shoot me an email. All right. And I will do my best to answer those for you. So good luck with this. Again, you've got the short video pitch that's due Wednesday the 9th. The business plan is due Monday the 14th, and I'm looking forward to watching your presentations and reading your business plans. Thanks. Have a great night.